The authorities in Kazakhstan say recent violence on the streets, which is said to have claimed dozens of lives, was an organised attack on the state. They've blamed the unrest on armed extremists who they say were trained abroad. However, there's growing evidence that a power struggle within Kazakhstan's ruling elites may have fueled the violence. Our correspondent Steve Rosenberg reports from the country's biggest city, Almaty.
In a country the size of Western Europe, there is one question people are struggling to answer. Why? Why was Kazakhstan rocked by violence? The worst unrest here since the fall of communism. Outside the morgue in Almaty, they're queuing to collect bodies. Dozens of people are thought to have been killed in the clashes. Gusinar's brother Renat was missing for a week. She now knows he's dead. So many innocent people suffered because of someone, Gusinar says. Those who made us cry should be punished. Why did they do it? In other words, why did peaceful protests over fuel prices suddenly turn violent? The authorities claim the protests were hijacked by terrorists, including foreign-trained militants, but they've presented little evidence of that.
The president of Kazakhstan says constitutional order has now been restored, the threat to his country's security averted. But the memory of what happened here, well, that won't be erased quickly, and questions remain about who was behind the violence. Galim Agaliulov says he saw a suspicious group joining the protesters.
Some aggressive guys turned up with sticks and clubs. They were on every street corner, and they were directing everyone to the main square. It was building up to something.
There are indications that fueling the violence on the streets was a power struggle between President Tokayev, here on the right, and groups loyal to his predecessor, Nursultan Nazarbayev.
These gangs were mostly linked to the Nazarbayev clan, including people in the security service, which, it is said, committed state treason by sending these bandits out on the rampage.
There are victims on all sides here. In Kazakhstan, they're calling these the Black Days. Perhaps, until that question, why, is fully answered, these will remain uncertain times. Steve Rosenberg, BBC News, Almaty.